Alright, just a test.
Damn. Every time.
Every time. Damn scissors. We might upload this if it's fun. I decided to record it with no camera. Whew.
That's a rough time.
I'm gonna set and pass.
Alright, my turn. Oh boy, that's bad. Alright, I'm gonna set this. I'm gonna set this. I'm gonna set this. And I'm gonna pass.
Sure. I guess I'm gonna give away my archetype. Get a normal summon Nimble Beaver.
Do you get the Nimble archetype?
I sure did. Either that or I got beavers.
Maybe. Yep, pop off.
I'm just trying to see what I want here.
I just need to draw one card and I win.
Dear God. I guess I'm gonna grab a Nimble Salmon.
I love your archetype.
We're gonna overlay Nimble Hydra.
I want this to be real. I would play this.
Alright, flip summon, and I'm gonna swing in for 1,000.
Yeah.
And then 2,000. Unfortunately, I don't have Nimbles in my graveyard, so I can't legally trigger that effect.
Hey, awesome. I'm going to tribute from my hand my red eyes.
Oh, no.
Special summon my red eyes.
This is a real card.
Yeah.
I was like, we don't have tribute from the hand.
Then I'm gonna activate my trap to special summon my red eyes.
That's a bit solid. Yep.
Is this helpful in any way? Okay, so I'm a overlay, which means that goes to grave, and we're gonna bring out
Sure.
this boy.
I just need to bring out enough Nimbles to run over it.
Then I'm gonna activate Return of the Red Eyes.
Dear God.
Oh wait, I don't have a thing in grave.
Haha.
I'll just quietly put that to grave. And yeah, we're gonna move to the battle phase, where I'm gonna attack your Hydra.
Sure, I lose 800. And then I get to trigger the effect of my Nimble Salmon.
Okay.
Banishing Beaver to draw a card.
Okay, you've activated my Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon, and you take 500 damage.
That's fine.
And ooh, okay. I'm gonna activate my Red Eyes with Chain, Bang with Chain, and equip it to my Metal Flare Dragon so it can have a second attack.
Oh no.
So we're gonna clear your Nimble Sunfish.
So I take 1800. Triggers Sunfish effect.
And then take another 500.
Yep. So I'm going to send a Nimble from my deck to my grave to... What is it? Special summon another Sunfish? That's fine. I will send Salmon.
Okay.
For another Sunfish. And then that Salmon's going to trigger We'll banish the other salmon to draw a card.
500 damage.
Yes, that's fine.
And then I'll end the turn.
Sure.
Is that? Yeah, it's equipped. Never mind. You're good.
Hmm.
I'm hoping I draw one of my custom cards. That'd be nice.
I'm going to change a heart.
You're using a banned card.
I
Damn.
pulled a change of heart in my starter deck. He is quite strong.
Yeah, he is. Like, damn.
And then I'm going to use my effect to detach. To special summon the other Nimble Hydra in my grave. Swing for 28.
Yeah, I think that's game.
And then 2K, 2K.
And the last 2K. I didn't see a single one of my custom cards that whole game.
I only saw
mean,
one of mine, and the other one's an extra deck card, so it didn't bother me.
I mean, I've got an extra deck card and 2 main deck cards, but didn't get a single of those special cards.
Mine are obviously just stronger than yours.
Okay, gonna set, and
Sure. I'm going to start with Nimble Friends. Is that fine?
okay.
Discard
Yep,
a
that's
Nimble
cool.
monster to add a Nimble monster from deck to hand. I didn't even know
I'm now
what my
realizing I put too many cards in my deck.
adding Nimble Beaver. And then Nimble Angler's effect.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna grab a Sunfish.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess a Salmon. I'm then gonna normal summon Beaver.
Mm-hmm. And then you're gonna go into
Another Salmon. I think I want another Salmon. Yeah.
2 Hydras. That's going on.
Now, do I Xyz twice? I should Xyz at least once. So we're going to overlay Beaver and a Salmon. Yeah, okay. We'll overlay again.
Mm-hmm.
2 Hydras. This is strong.
Big strong.
Going to detach a Sunfish. Which lets me target a Nimble Engrave, because I already had one in there. I can still target the Sunfish.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Lumina. And then I'll play another Nimble Friends.
Okay.
Discarding Masabi to search. A Beaver for next turn. And then this is where we'll detach a Salmon to summon Masabi. And then we'll, with the Salmon, banish the Angler for a draw. Set a card. Battle phase. So these guys are plus... Is it a Nimble card? Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 Nimble cards, so they're all plus... Whatever, 1800? Jesus fucking Christ, is this OTK?
Yeah.
So it's 38? I think. No, wait, 18 and 14 is what? Maths.
Quick math. 32.
32. So 32, 32. And then 800, 1000. We did it. We fixed Nimbles.
I was pissed because I drew a custom card, but not the card I needed to use with it. And I drew the 3 traps again.
Oh.
So he was my custom card.
That's nice.
So that would have let me fusion into, the big boy. But
wait, how is it discarding this card? How does it discard itself if you already played it?
It's a quick effect. You can play it from hand.
Yeah, but that's not discarding this card.
Its effect is to discard it from its hand.
Okay, but I want you to understand.
It's a hand trap, but it's a spell.
Okay, so it should be once per turn fusion summon a red eyes, not once per turn discard this card. Because to activate it, you got to put it on the field, and then you can't discard it anymore.
Yeah. Anyway, that wasn't one of the trigger things, so I literally wrote down the trigger that we had that was closest to that.
Wouldn't it be when played? That's when played. That is
but
activated.
I wanted it to go from the hand.
But so there's no cost to this card though. Is the issue there?
It's itself.
It isn't. That's not a cost.
It's a polymerization.
Okay, well then you need to you need to have the 2 red eyes to fusion.
Yes.
So what it should be is once per turn, when activated.
So the thing is,
2 red eyes monsters.
It's meant to be an archetype polymerization, so I can use the link.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I do like that. It's just the wording on it would have to be...
It's poor, yeah.
Yeah. Because discarding a card that you've already played is impossible.
This is also my other card.
Red Eyes Dark Magician. Oh my god, that's broken.
So he's got 0 attack and defense because he's always treated as Dark Magician.
Yep.
Which means he doesn't get any of the red eyes like searching or popping or anything absolutely. Like that.
No, that's really good. I like that. Yep.
But he does have the mill 3 to special summon a red eyes from the graveyard because you mill face up. So when you mill and then you special summon. So
yep. No, that's really good. I like that one. That's a really well balanced card. And
it's just the spell was a bit fucked. I didn't get any of them in my fucking...
the Scavenger Dragon. That's brilliant too. Just the wording. Just as I said, you can't discard a card that you already have.
Yeah.
That you've already played.
Scavenger Dragon was like, I didn't even put in the material. I just put he hasn't got like 2 red eyes or 2 effect monsters. He was meant to be 2 effect monsters.
For the red eyes one, just have the banish an archetype from your graveyard or shuffle one from your graveyard to your deck as the cost.
Yeah, you're right. I should send a red eyes card from my graveyard from my deck to my graveyard for the red eyes DNA surgery.
No, it's from graveyard. Oh, it's shuffle from hand to deck or banish from graveyard. Just have banish from graveyard. Then all you need to do is have a red eyes hit grave and it's live.
True. Which is really easy. Also, the other thing I was trying to summon out was that.
Yeah. I mean, with a card to search spells, it's really playable. With like a link to that searches them. Your link to doesn't specify the requirements. That's the only thing
that is dumb. It's supposed to be 2 effect monsters.
I think with these, what we'll need to do is we'll need to have like...
Or
if we spin
2
this,
red eyes monsters would be better actually.
If we spin this, we'd need like a judge to oversee and just make sure the card is physically playable.
Yeah, because again, I made 2 cards that aren't.
Yeah. For the red eyes one, you just need... I also had to come up with the 2 or more level 2 monsters. I don't think it needs the more in it. I don't think the monsters I had were inherently broken per se, because all the Nimble cards are just shit on their own without these cards. Well, it's just I drew the absolute nuts for this game. I drew an
The
OTK.
thing about your Nimble Hydra, though, that your Nimble Hydra is so good for 2 reasons. And you know what that reason is?
It
It
becomes two
gains.
monsters.
You can detach a material to special summon a Nimble monster, right?
Yep. And then it
But
gains the 300.
you can Xyz it with 2 or more, so you can get 2 out, Xyz into 1, right? And then you detach a material to special summon, detach a material to special summon.
They're
They're
once
not
per
once per
turn.
turn.
It is once per turn. You can only use this effect of Nimble Hydra once per turn.
You're right. Either way, you get out
I
2,
couldn't
you special summon.
Do you want to know something? It's not OTK.
What do you mean?
I couldn't use both their effects. It's a hard once per turn.
LMO.
So that's still engraved. You would have 200 life points left.
Yeah, well, let's see if
Well,
I top
600.
decked.
600.
Yeah, I didn't top deck very well, so I would have lost anyway.
Yeah, you had no monsters.
That would have just frustrated me. If anything, would have gotten the.
Honestly, with that spell, considering you can search it, I would only run 1 or 2 anyway. I wouldn't run a full 3.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, the reason I run 3 Nimble Friends is because I feel like it's an essential initiator. And Nimble Beaver, this thing is nuts for this deck. This is a card that already exists.
Mm.
It's only nuts because of the Hydra. If it wasn't for the Hydra,
Yeah.
this card would be garbage.
I would actually like to play the Nimble deck that you made because it seems funny.
It's hilarious. So it's not built as an OTK deck, it just has OTK potential that I only discovered while playing it.
I mean, I had 0 cards out, so
Yeah.
that's why it was OTK.
Yeah, absolutely. I had a Dark Hole in hand, though. Like, I had this in hand already, so if you had any monsters, I would have been just like Dark Hole OTK. A Dark Hole, I had Change of Heart. I opened Nuts. Like, as I said, I opened the absolute cheese for the deck. I opened 2 Friends. The best discard target, which is Angler, because when you discard it, it triggers and special summons 2 monsters. So yeah, it was crazy. We'll try and come up with some more blanket effects, because what I realized is this card gains, I don't know, like 300 attack for each Xyz material would probably be an idea. And then you could probably come up with link effects for, you know, if this card... How do they work? What is it? If this card's link arrows... If this card's link arrow points to a archetype card. So that's a cost trigger there.
Yeah.
So that way your link monster can actually do something if it points to one of your archetype. Gives you a little more versatility.
Exactly.
But yeah, so this is something we can obviously refine, add more to. But I think at this point, what we've got is a core start, and we could probably add this to the wheel. I've already added it to the wheel, let's be real. But I think it's playable. I think the only requirement we're going to need is a judge to overlook our cards, make sure they do meet the requirements, and make sure they are playable. And they'd have to be an external third person.
It's not like we could just go like, hey, look over my cards before we start.
Yeah, because then I know what you're playing, I know what to look out for, sort of thing. I think that would be an idea. I have quite a few Yu-Gi-Oh players that would be happy to do that. They'd be like, oh, this is a cool card. I was actually talking to one of our custom ideas earlier. But yeah, I'm going to also just upload this straight to YouTube because that was hilarious. Nimbles, let's go.
LMAO.
I spun Nimbles.
Getting
It was
trapped.
like, oh, fuck. What do I do to fix this deck? And honestly, it was just, improve summon speed and consistency. That's all they need. They already have a lot of, when they're destroyed, it's just putting them on the board that is the problem in this deck. And yeah, I feel like there's probably some better stuff they could have done. I think they could have used some sort of removal
What I am noticing now is like red eyes are really good at destroying themselves and bringing themselves back from the graveyard, but they're really terrible at getting themselves out there.
Yeah, I think you need the special summon of red eyes from hand on like a spell. Have a continuous
Yeah.
spell that's once per turn.
Once per turn, discard a card and special summon a red eyes from your hand.
Yeah, but then it has to be an archetype card. I think once per turn, send 3 cards from top of your deck to the graveyard to special summon a red eyes. Fucking insane. On a continuous spell. Like, that's nuts when you think about it.
Yeah.
Because that sets up your graveyard for your red eyes spirit and all your other red eyes stuff that interacts with the grave, because they do have
Well,
a lot
red
of
eyes
grave
spirit
interactivity.
and I'm pretty sure return of red eyes both do that.
Yeah, so that sets up your red eyes traps that interact with the grave. It also puts a red eyes on board. I think that would have been a great idea for a continuous spell. But your quick play fusion spell isn't that bad either.
Mm.
Maybe have the
When
fusion
it's-
as a trap rather than a continuous spell, or as a monster effect. Have like a red eyes fusion monster that's discard a red eyes, or send banish a red eyes from grave to fusion summon using this card as a material.
Mm. It's definitely been an interesting time.
Oh, you'd be able to make red eyes Dark Dragoon with that.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
No, I mean with the one I just came up with, like a red eyes monster that's like level 4, and then just banish a red eyes from grave to fusion summon using this card as a material. All you need is the Dark Magician at that point.
But you'd have to see, the thing is, you want to use the normal monsters.
Yeah, you
So
do
this
want
one's
to, but
not-
it's a way to cheat out without using the normal monsters, because you still have red eyes fusion, obviously.
Yeah, I do. I was playing 3 of it and didn't see a single one.
Yeah. So, like, it's just an alternative to Red Eyes Fusion, and it gives you access to your other Red Eyes stuff as well, if you really wanted them.
If Red Eyes Scavenger Dragon was just 2 Red Eyes cards, then instead of going into the Xyz in game 1, I just would have gone into him, discard a card. Now I've got
That's what you'd have to
Red
do
Eyes
for Red Eyes
Fusion.
Scavenger, is 2 Red Eyes cards.
and I'm pretty sure I can't do it the same turn I add it because I'm not draw.
Actually, I think I'd just make that 2 Dragon Monsters.
True.
That way they don't have to be Red Eyes cards per se. I don't think Red Eyes plays any non-dragons. Does it play Fiends, maybe, for the Archfiend stuff?
It does, but I didn't put any in because
Yeah.
it's inconsistent.
Yeah, just 2 dragons is fine. It has to be a Red Eyes spell. Oh, just a sec. What's the difference between this and that fucking stupid Link 2 that just plays Red Eyes Fusion from deck?
Okay, so the difference between the two of them is Verde lets you send the spell from the deck to the graveyard, and then Verde's effect becomes that effect,
Yeah.
which means you can activate Verde's effect to fusion summon right away.
Yeah.
This card is a lot more balanced because I can't do that. I have to, because I've already special summoned and normal summoned, it doesn't get around that like it would with Verde, so I have to wait a turn.
Plus, you do have to
Red Eyes
discard a
Fusion.
card to use it, so that's a lot more balanced. Yeah, no, this is
Yeah.
a more balanced Verde. That's fantastic. I love that. I really like Scavenger Dragon. Just, set it as 2 dragon monsters, and that'd be an amazing card. Because the only thing that is wrong with this card is it doesn't say what its link cost is.
Yeah. And it doesn't have a cool badass dragon on it.
Yeah, well,
That is my other criticism.
we don't really need to add pictures, but pictures are an idea, I guess.
Yeah.
Like Nimble Hydra, I can just imagine it's just this amalgamation of fish and beavers. Just
Well, because it's like you mainly use like the sunfish, the nimble Momonga, and the beaver. I just imagined like it's got a scaly body, but it's got a beaver head, the sunfish, and
it's got a fish body,
and the
but it's
Momonga.
got the nimble wings, the Momonga wings.
Yeah.
Like the Masabi wings on a fish. But no, yeah, it'd be probably better to have the beaver heads on a fish body or something.
Or just a very little nimble Hydra.
Yeah, it wouldn't be big, but because they're all just beavers. Oh, there's a hamster. This really just doesn't fit the archetype.
Which one?
Super Mega Nimble Hamster. Or Super Nimble Mega Hamster. Say it to the tune of Power Rangers.
Super Nim.
Yeah, you do it.
Super Nimble Mega Hamster. He just goes like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to me.
Yeah, that too.
Super Nimble Mega Hamster. Super Nimble Mega Hamster. Little runt in a half shell. Like hamster power. I almost said turtle power. And I was like, that's not right. He's not a turtle.
Nimble Turtle inbound. But yeah, so
Exactly.
spinning this on the wheel is going to be
Turtle,
exciting. I feel like if I do this with End the Rogue and he spins that, he's going to be like, what the fuck is this?
And then we're going to be like, let me show you the spreadsheet.
Here's
You
the
will
giant
learn to love-
ass spreadsheet. Like, look at this. This is massive, man. And it's only going to get bigger. And I'll neaten it up. I'll put some time in to make it look neater. Because this is just a fucking mess of just throwing text at a page. But we'll figure it out. I feel like if destroyed by battle, if destroyed by card effect, both could be cost triggers. Because, like, your opponent has to trigger those, essentially. So you shouldn't have to then pay a cost on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, we'll tweak it. I'll get some people, some of my Yu-Gi-Oh guys to look over it. I got one guy, Zave, who is just amazing at this game. And I feel like if he was to take the Dodge test, he would easily pass with flying colours. He understands this game on a level that I don't. The only reason I can beat him is because I play such gag decks that he's just not ready. Or I can beat him in Goat. I can comfortably beat him in Goat, but so far everyone that I've played doesn't play Goat, so I can comfortably beat anyone that doesn't play Goat in Goat because I play it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if I played against a competitive Goat player, I'd just get my ass kicked. But I like the format. It's a fun format, and this is a fun format too. And it just means that we can use the archetype wheel more than once in 13 or something spins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16. So there was 16 items on the wheel. This makes it 18. So it's 3 in 18 chance to use the archetype wheel instead of a 1 in 16. Which is far better odds to use that wheel. Because the other wheels have like 3 or 4 things on the list that we can actually hit.
True.
Even characters has 2. I don't think anything should have 1 other than Goat having 1 is fine. Because it's just Goat. But the archetype wheel has so many options on it that it just seems like a waste to have so many things not on it. And then what was the other one we came up with for today that I had to do a wheel for?
I don't know. I know we're gonna do our own the Chaotic Clash,
Yep.
which was the tournament thing. Tournament packs, maybe?
Oh, yes. I need a wheel for tournament packs because we're going to be improving Casual Chaos by adding tournament packs. I will go back through and get the winners of the videos and add them as having those tournament packs. But you don't spin the tournament pack wheel until you're ready to open them.
What? So, like, you could be doing anything, but you don't spin your wheel until you're going to use them.
Yep. So you might spin something, like, for example, with this one, I might spin Nimbles, and I'm like, Nimbles aren't very good. If I want to win this, I'm going to need a tournament pack, and I'll then spin the tournament pack and open it, because I've got one saved up from, like, week 1.
Right.
And then I might just keep spinning it until I'm happy with the things I get, and just use all of my tournament packs in one thing. But, yeah. The rules will look better written up, in my opinion. Tournament pack will be an easy thing to add, and it'll just really help the format. And the Rogue will be very happy with it too, just because he has one. I think he smashed me like 4 games in a row.
Did he?
Yeah, it was quite demoralizing. We played like 2 games each for like 2 nights, and he just kept beating me.
Rough.
But yeah, we'll put this one up just as a. This won't be part of the Casual Chaos videos. But
We'll just put it up as testing.
Yeah, this is just testing custom card spins.
Testing custom card format.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, cool.